Well, hello. Good morning, fourth graders. How are you doing? How was your Tuesday? Did you enjoy your science practice? Did you have fun home? What did you do? Well, nice to see you again. Well, nice to know that you're in touch again. As every single Wednesday, we have our grammar and verbs practice. Today is Wednesday, June the 3rd, 2020. And as you can recall, you can always consult your book grammar goals as well as your contract. Today, we're going to be revising past participles, and in general, we're going to have a review on conjugation, okay? Bear in mind that last week we started studying the future simple tense. We had a review on how to work on past participles in terms of verbs, and that's what we will proceed double-checking this week. That being said, welcome aboard and let's get started. Alright guys, bear in mind these were the contents of your contract number 6, week number 1. It was supposed to cover from page 66 to page 67 from the Grammar Goals book. That week, we studied will and want. Bear in mind that anytime you use will is for an affirmative statement, and whenever you use want was for a negative statement. You can consult from page 66 ahead, as the title suggested, Cities of the Future in your grammar goals, and there you have plentiful examples on the future. For instance, cities of the future. Here are your ideas about what your cities will be like in 2030. We are in 2020 already. So this is within 10 years. I think people will ride bicycles and scooters. This is a prediction. We said that we use will and want to make future prediction. When you make a prediction, Eva, hello, how are you? When you make a prediction about the future, are you sure that this is going to happen, or is a hypothesis? Yes, it's a hypothesis. It's not a clear statement about the future, something that you think maybe can happen, right? There won't be any cars or trucks in cities in 2030. Who knows? We imagine that in 2020 we will have hyper technology, and here we are learning how to wash our hands facing these coronavirus events. All right. So we had 5 statements where we could use will and want, and we double-checked them last week. Well, like 3 weeks ago, because it was from week 1. Can you help me do the reading, Majo? Number 1. Hello, how are you, Majo? Don't get up. I will answer the phone. In that case, as an offer. I don't want you to get bothered. I would rather do the work by myself. So stay there. I will pick up the phone. All right? I will answer the phone. Number 2, John Michael, can you read? Good morning. If you eat too much, you will put on weight. Do you remember zero conditional? Come on. You have to remember because we double-checked it like 3 weeks in a row. Now, we were learning how to use the first conditional. First conditional, we have 2 statements. One is in present, as you can see here, and John Michael did the reading. If you eat too much, this is in present, and you have a consequence in the future. You will put on weight. This kind of conditional is for possibilities. For instance, Alexa, what happens if you save a lot of money? Well, means if I save a lot of money, I will buy a new Estabilo collection. You have high probabilities, high possibilities for that to happen because you have been saving. That's how you use it for. Talking about Alexa, good morning. Alexa, can you do the reading of, it's supposed to be number 3, but they made a mistake here. Don't stay out too late. You won't get up on time. Obviously, if you lose sleep, if you're not sleeping properly, as most of us have been doing, because we have to be honest, in pandemic times, sometimes we stay up till late at night watching TV or playing games or petting our dogs, etc. I know, John Michael, you don't have any pet, but most of us do have. So, by the time it is early in the morning, it's kind of hard for us to get up, right? So don't stay out too late. You won't get up on time. Arlette, well, I keep on mentioning you because I keep the faith that you will eventually appear. Can you read number 4 if you're there? I don't think she will pass the test. She isn't very good. This is also a future prediction, but it's kind of first conditional, come to think of it, because you have the first part in present and you have the continuation, like the end of a statement in future. In number 5, Barbie, hello, can you read? You may as well go home now. I will be back for hours. Or I won't be back for hours, okay? Good. Now, we were supposed to complete with the verbs using statements in affirmative, depending on the sign, or negative, again, depending on the sign. So we have the verbs walk in affirmative, sick in negative, run in negative, watch an affirmative, and do an affirmative. Carla, good morning. By the way, please, you have to let me know that you're watching the videos because I'm not taking into account your attendance because you haven't been reading what your name is and list number. Those details are very important and you have to do it the very same day the video is published. So, Carla, hello. Can you please read number 1? Walk. Miss Caro will walk Mishka today. Okay? It's a future prediction. Thank you. Number 2, David, hello. I have a special video for you. Wait a second and you'll get to see it. Can you read number 2? Maho won't seek for more slimes. She has a huge collection of slimes, so she doesn't want more slimes for collecting. Number 3, let's see, Eva, can you read? Alexa won't run in the park. We know that. We have been isolated since a long time ago. It's been 2 months, guys. 2 months and a half. Wow, I miss you. Well, Alexa won't run in the park. It's a prediction, but it's more than obvious because of coronavirus. Number 4, Barbie, come again. David will watch new series on Netflix. I guess all of us have watched all the series on Netflix. Well, you the ones that are allowed to your age appropriate, right? Number 5, Maho. Can you do the reading? Arlette will do the pending homework. I hope so. I hope so. Right? Well, these were the contents of the first week on your contract, okay? We also double-checked how the future tense was formed, and we have, for instance, an example of affirmative statement. Alexa, can you read? I will go to Thailand. How is that composed of? Subject, will. Remember, you have the option in British English. John Michael. In British, you can use shall, but you can only use it with I and we, only for those 2 subjects. The rest will have to use will. Subject, will or shall, plus verb in the basic form. I will go to Thailand, all right? Now, in negative statement, John Michael, lend me a helping hand. I will not go to Thailand. Any other form to use it? Yes, you can make the contraction, and you can say, I won't go to Thailand. Now, when it comes to question making, Carla, will you go to Thailand? We make an inversion. Inversion is a false cognate. Maybe you think of the word inversión, but when we talk about the money, we talk about investment. But when we talk about changing the position of the elements, we talk about inversion. So you have to make the inversion. Will comes first and then comes the subject. Will you go to Thailand? Right? And we had some examples based on the reading of your Grammar Goals book, where we had lots of predictions. Like the first one, there will be flying cars. In letter B, Maho, cars won't need a driver. That would be great. They would be automatic so that the centenarian who doesn't know how to drive could have a driver. In letter C, David, all cars will have Wi-Fi. Yeah, why not? In letter D, Alexa, it won't be possible to crash cars. Yeah, because they're going to be smart cars. In letter E, Barbie, jets will carry 1,000 people. Wow. in letter F, who hasn't participated, Majo? Planes will use solar panel. And last but not least, Eva, supersonic jets will fly at 1,235 kilometers. Okay? Those are predictions for the future. And this is something that we have studied beforehand. Now, I decided, and I chose this video thinking of who? Thinking of David. Remember Kutrapali pronunciation? Well, this is an English, it's Hindi English. I found it on the net, and it contains a very nice explanation on how tenses are used. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how much time we have. If we don't have time to complete the video, we'll watch it on the second part, all right? Yeah, I know you might think it's for babies, but it's not. Pay attention to the contents.
Hey Elvis, can we go and play it with Jimmy and other kids?
You just said played.
This is grammatically incorrect. Why? Why do you think it's grammatically incorrect, Eva? What did the little dinosaur say? Can we... Well, he didn't say, it was a girl in fact, but he made a correction and he was laughing at her. Why? Because he said, can we played? Whenever we use can, we have to use the basic form of the verb. Or did you play in any case? So we're going to see how tenses work and the different conjugations that we account for.
Why are you laughing, Elvis? Did I say anything wrong?
Notice the Kutrapali pronunciation, David. Why are you laughing? Did I say anything wrong? All right, so she wonders why the dinosaur is laughing at her.
You just used an incorrect tense.
Tense? What is it?
Okay, so she wonders what a tense is. Remember, when we talk about conjugation, we don't talk about times. Okay, verb times. No, we talk about tenses. And this is the repertoire of options that you have to talk or to express an idea. If you're talking about an everyday action, something that happens on a daily basis, I will have to use a present simple tense. On the opposite, on the other hand, if I'm talking about a situation that took place at a certain moment of the past, but the action gets over, finished, kaput, I will have to use the past simple. But if the action started in the past and continues up in the present, we would have to use the present perfect tense, okay? Remember, for present perfect tenses, we need to use the past participle. This is something that we also studied on weeks 1 and 2 on grammar and verbs practice.
Can you please tell me more about it?
Yes, why not? Tense indicates the time of action or an event. Verbs in simple present tense indicate habits and general truth.
As I explained beforehand, something that is expressed in the simple present tense is because it reflects a habit, a general truth, okay? John Michael always eats 16 tacos in a row. I don't know if it's true or not, but he loves tacos, right? David always talks with his brother. This is a general truth, okay? Carla loves talking to, prefers kids. She hardly ever plays with you, so most of the time she's playing with the first graders or the ones in pre-first. Alexa loves practicing her lettering. This is a general truth. Eva loves paying attention to her cats or taking care of her pets. In this case, those are cats. So this is how we use tenses, guys. In the second part of the video, we'll continue watching this Kutrapali pronunciation stuff. We will continue double-checking how tenses work and the different usages they have, and I will let you know what your homework is going to be. So stay tuned. Miss you.